99.9 WYML. I'm Pete Weldon, and we are at the McHenry VFW Post 4600 over on Route 120 in McHenry, helping to raise funds for Veterans Path to Hope with their 5th annual Spirit Pool. And with me is a gentleman that we actually spoke with last year as well. It's Chris. How are you, buddy?
Good. How you doing today?
I'm well, thanks. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Remind people what you're about, and we'll get into how you became involved with Veterans Path to Help, how they were able to help you. I always do that. Path to Hope.
No worries.
And how Path to Hope helped you.
All right. So, again, my name's Chris. I grew up in Carpentersville. I live in Crystal Lake now. I served in the United States Army for 17 years. I finished my career in 2022. I took some time off to, get back in tune with my family and find out what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go in life. And after about a year, I found Veterans Path to Hope, and they, gave me a path to what I wanted to do.
So it's what we talked about with like Laura and some other people earlier. You were in that transition phase between military and civilian life, trying to figure out where you were going to go, what you were going to do.
Yes, sir.
And they were able to help you out, kind of guide you toward...
They were. It's a very great place for veterans. It's very understanding. They gave me the time and the opportunities to take care of myself and my family and go to any type of appointments I needed and find the help that I needed without fear of reprisal.
Sure. What would you say was the hardest part about the transition between military and civilian life?
For me, the hardest part for the transition between military and civilian life is just understanding that it's two different worlds.
Okay.
And, being in the military, I got to experience different cultures and learning how to deal with different cultures. But coming back and being within my own culture, but seeing that I'm living in a different world than I kind of was with my military life.
I think it was Paul I was speaking with earlier, and we kind of touched on how you're moving from a structured, very regimented lifestyle in the military, where people are basically, the military does everything for you. They're telling you where to go, what to do, how fast to do it, when to go to bed and all that stuff. And then you're moving into the civilian life, where you've got to make all those decisions on your own.
Well, you do. And unfortunately, one thing I've found is you don't oftentimes have that support system in the civilian world like you do in the military. Because everybody in the military, it's same mission, same goal, and so everybody's there, everybody's family. So being able to find that family type environment at Veterans Path to Hope as a place of employment has been a great thing for me, my family, and I think for the other veterans that I work with there.
So you said place of employment, so you didn't just use their services, you're actually working for them now.
I do. I work there as a business associate in the office, and I also help a lot with their Veterans Community Action Team.
Okay. So how can people help out VPH today? What do we got going on, and is there anything specific that VPH is looking for?
So right now, like I said, I work with their Veterans Community Action Team, and we deal a lot with when veterans that are transitioning from homelessness into a more stable environment or an apartment. There's programs to help them with that, but there's nothing to help them with putting anything into that apartment. So right now, we have veterans that go out, it's a free service, and pick up donations and then deliver these donations to veterans who are recently placed in housing. And we're hurting for simple things, blankets, pots and pans, sheets, towels, bath towels, washcloths, those simple items that we take for granted every day.
I was just going to say.
That is the things, like, we're able to bring them dressers right now and some coffee tables, but, if I can't bring a family of 6 that just got put into an apartment, anything to bathe with, it's hard, or anything to cook dinner with.
Right.
So
we try
towels,
washcloths, even down to the
pots and pans,
hygiene products, right?
Yep.
Too,
any
right?
basic household goods, cleaning products, the basic food staples.
So how long have you been involved with VPH now?
I've been
working
there
for them?
2 years now. 2 years now, and I love it. is the most, I mean, other than the military, it's one of the most rewarding jobs that I've ever had. And
Yeah.
I get to see the impact that we make in our local community, all over northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin. So it's been a pleasure.
And I'm sure the veterans that you're helping out too look at you not as someone who's taking pity on them, but as someone who's been there and understands what they're going through.
Oh, agreed.
Right.
Definitely. Again, because most, like our Veterans Community Action Team, our VCAT team, a lot of those employees are transitioning from homelessness themselves.
Okay.
So they get to make that daily impact on other people in their situation, um, while also getting the opportunity, to have a stable environment for them to come back into the workforce.
No, and I'm sure it's something that's needed, especially in today's environment with everything going on. Not to get political, but the reality is cuts are being made. And it's even more important now that people come out and help support the veterans who, by the way, sacrificed a lot so that people like me can do what I'm doing here.
We
Right?
appreciate all the support that everybody gives. We appreciate it.
It's kind of a half joke, but it's kind of half true. Is that, I don't have the personality or the attitude type to live military life, but I give kudos to those who can get out there and do it. And I'm always appreciative of what you guys do, and I think the way that we can show it for those of us who don't have the skill set that you guys have or the mindset to get out and get into the military, support the veterans when they come home.
We appreciate that.
We don't. There's kind of a lacking, I think, support system from the federal government when you come home, right?
What I would say when it comes to veterans is, everybody probably has a friend or a family member
Sure.
that has served at some point, and the compassion that I've seen from people just in our area has been amazing.
That's awesome.
And I wouldn't trade that off. It is great to see the people in our local community give the support that they give.
Well, Chris, we appreciate everything you've done for us, and we're here to help you and support you and your brethren. And you can do that by coming out to the McHenry VFW. We're here till 6 o'clock today with the 5th Annual Spirit Pull, raising funds for Veterans Path to Hope. We hope you can make it out. It's a relatively beautiful day outside. So, a little chilly, but that's okay. It's sunny. It's not wet. Come on out and support the Veterans Path to Hope. And Chris, take care of yourself, all right?
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, buddy. And we've got more coming up later on 99.9 WYML.